Halo bang, atas lu kok bisa deh? Alhamdulillah langsung bisa guys. Halo bang, apa kabar bang? Cepet amat bang. Makasih lo ya. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, nggak mati lampu. Oh alah, kebetulan juga dong baru mulai bang. Oke, udah kesem PR guys. Mau lanjut akun kok saya ada kesem nggak bisa guys ya. Kehalang sama request guys. Apa ini? Enggak kan? Ntar guys. Lawan dulu, lawan dendro apa? Dendro gitu bang. Dendro kuluk, dendro kip. Salah guys. Nah itu dendro hipotesis.
Thank you for completing
the mission.
Add Astra at
Oke, habis itu Sumeru bagian sini. Pas 20 udah bisa nih dapat ya kan.
Sunglasses are great at keeping the sand out of your
20 guys. Pik ngambilnya hida ya. Prepare team.
Let's go gather some samples.
Cuman buat ngatif yang Pik ngambilnya hida kok bang. Waduh, bisa nggak nih guys, nyala begini guys. Coba lah ya, pasti dong. Coba guys, apakah bisa guys nge-lag ini ya? Oh, resolusinya kecil aja guys. Coba ya. Guys ya, loading. Kenapa bang? Loh, kalah aku 84 malam bang. Kalah aku 84 malam. Ayo. Nggak ngena guys, ini siapa nih gitu. Jangan aku yang dibutuhkan oleh satu.
Up right there. One with the force. Let's nip that in the bud. Drop.
Nah itu bang. Ini apa bang? Pergi. Taruh bakal apa bang? Katang gue bilang bawa anu aja. Purik 329. Tahu taruh apa tadi? 26 14 14 26 46 pas jadi bola mas apa nggak jadi bola. Oh oke deh, tapi nggak tahu bisa ngehil atau enggak. Masa sinyalnya sinyalnya Riview lagi jelek ya soalnya, tapi alamnya masih bisa dipakai lah. Bentar guys, bentar ya. Oke udah siap guys, nggak usah bang, nggak usah. Langsung saja kita kan. Attack. Berada sampai Indonesia. Nah, saja. Oh pas ini ya. Luar. Masa. Loh. Sip. Oke lanjut tadi. Gak apa-apa, penting menang. Oke apa nih? Aduh burek sekali. Udah guys lanjut sorry. Biasa deh. Deh. Oke lanjut story. Halo yang baru datang, makasih udah mampir ya. Si kasu udah habis bang.
Alright.
Apanya? Masih banyak nih tuh. Ntar guys lawanin ya. Gitu guys. Nah gitu dong. Masih V. Chapter V bang. Enak lama ini. Wah. Lanjut. Tarat. Ya semoga guys. Ya iya sih harusnya. Nggak bisa lari ya? Iya nggak bisa. Oke jalan. Let's go. Guys. Kita babet. Oke mana nih? Cek guys, apa ada cas gitu? Oke nggak ada. Wah apa ini? Gede. Nah. Bentar guys ya, bentar. Ini apa celak-celakan malah memang jalanan oke. Yang intinya jajal apa namanya? Ponji. Kalau nomor kapan aku?
Gendang, lemot.
Oke lanjut, mati ya sini. Masuk punya aku bang yang ngupload bang. Tuh, ngupload. Udah habis. Udah kah? Doang. Jangan begitu ya. Navi aku navi yang gacha guys. Oke lah. Biar ces. Duri kah? Iya kan? Ini pergi ke air mana ya? Aku lupa guys.
This place has also been contaminated.
Boy.
A lot of it too. A Fontaine would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right! You can't go
Yeah.
down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be any help. Don't get Paimon wrong.
Paimon guys.
You're right. I can't do anything.
Ya juga sih.
That complicates things.
In that case,
The water. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
all right.
Oke guys. Jalan ya.
Oh no, it's a dead end. Let's try climbing over from the side.
Ini ada kasuhan.
One with nature.
Yalah ke atas apa? Mana? Ini ke atas sana nih. Ini ke atas. Apa ada guys? Oke. Wis, yang apa nih? Atasnya gimana itu? Hah? Masuk? Oh, oke ini. Bilang gua.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge. Run for it!
Waduh. Gagal ah. Bukan roboh dong. Ayo Nafi, lari mbak. Mas mbak. Mas mbak, iya. Ayo mbak, iya. Ya. Jadi tumbal kah? Jadi tumbal bersama guys, parah. Paimin gimana Paimin? Jadi tumbal guys. Nenek di.
Demoiselle.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Maloose.
Yes,
I must be.
That's quite possible.
Oh,
Apa ini guys?
it must have. This is a familiar feeling.
Is something the matter?
Oh, no. I was just trying to recall.
Do you remember Mr.
We were headed to...
Right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Mr. Maloose. And Mr. Silver, too.
How have you been?
I've been great. They were knocking at my door.
Sometimes.
Oh,
Apa nih
yes.
guys? Mimpi toh.
Miss Navia, these are some
Walah,
flower seeds
mimpi.
that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have.
Oh,
Did you
oke.
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants.
Katanya nih
Very
guys, air primordial tuh bisa
Excuse me,
ditawarin
madam.
dikit.
That's right. No,
Bernet
it's
ya?
nothing. I've heard this name before. And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, demoiselle.
well. Now,
Miss Navia, here you are. My trial.
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's
Ya,
just
nggak tiba. Mana kita? Ya aku tahu bang, bodyguard udah larut.
Look, it's Navia.
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
Apa ini?
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly Karina, Desiree,
Oh, udah kenapa tuh tidak tahu.
Julian, Essen. And as for the judge,
Ayo kemana?
you sit in the defendant's seat.
all right. But are you sure?
Typically, it wouldn't.
Hey,
Oh,
what kind of
yes.
place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea?
Enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia,
Enggak, masih belum
have you not
telepon.
yet realized what you... As all here know, you are master...
Oh,
After you
alah.
to go, not only you... Yes, correct. We are one big, therefore, this fair and honor...
Everything you...
Oh, well, if that's what...
How wonderful, Miss... I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now.
I just don't know. This isn't right.
Apa toh? Yang kena?
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is
semalam
very
bahwa-
clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She...
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here for...
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Miss,
Yes.
her actions cannot serve as proof that she... Please do not mistake her actions.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all
Walala.
Fontainians here. This, even if Miss Navia owned everything is... Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay.
And you would call this justice? Have you forgotten how much you all once
Apa
longed
nih,
to
guys?
become individuals?
Mana keadilan?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. And that
My head...
Demoiselle,
Silver, it hurt. I remember now.
Kalian baru datang?
Seemed odd from the
Lagi
Karina,
questnya siapa ini? Request Fontaine.
Julian, Essen, and Mr.
Malawan paus.
Giovanni and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Wus, 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 wus.
don't be afraid. And
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? Don't let them escape!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly
orang
hope to
yang
stand
mengambil
against the
dia.
collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just.
Oh alah.
Navia belongs to... After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
She says we're jealous. Jealous.
Ayolah, kami
How could
buruk
she
nih.
possibly?
Waduh.
But with these people, who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia. Silence.
Wush.
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day.
our thanks, monsieur.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia. While there is...
But
Go on now, demoiselle.
Oke, siap.
This is your own
Malus,
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that.
Ya,
Malus, Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye. Farewell.
ya guys, ketinggalan 2 bestinya ya. Kasihan, udah dikuatnya. Nggak apa-apa, kecelakaan gak ada yang bisa tahu ya. Udah bang, belum gak sih? Udah belum sih? Udah di dalam laut bareng paus. Baru keluar dari benteng merah bang.
Just a second.
Hey, Navia?
You're awake. Good.
Yes.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive.
Looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a key. When I arrived, I found you were just about to be dissolved within. But I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second. But they gave me were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before you.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what?
Perhaps those 2
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Oh iya guys, walaupun udah jadi Oceanid tetap menjaga Mbak Navia guys.
Please come with me.
Ayo, sabar ya Mbak ya.
Neverland, are you okay?
Ya nangis lagi ya.
Oh, I am quite all right.
Why do you look so stiff? Oh, Paimon
Waduh.
knows. You're the type who feels up.
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say?
I suppose so. Ah, Sijuin.
Sisuin.
I hope all is well with her these days.
No way, don't.
I see. Well,
Oh, and the Duke also.
thank you. I haven't.
He
Ya
still doesn't know what.
udah ayo.
So, Neverland.
Tentu.
Yes, in fact, amid my astonishment.
Yeah, we originally.
Semoga Navia bisa bangkit kembali. Bisa dong. Tenang. Lanjut. Ada kata?
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again.
Nggak ada guys.
Will you come with
Lanjut.
us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Oh, right.
Apa ini?
Another one joins the party. Let's get going then.
Teamwork is dreamwork, as one with wind and cloud.
Attack!
Biar ya sedikit ngelaban kok.
Filthy nervous.
Yes, tengah-tengah kok nggak tadi. Biar. Sip Navia. Koneh sih. Lah ini kan.
Oh no, another one.
Astaga, runtuh pisan.
Watch your step.
Tolong. Mana besti? Walah adalah. Ulang, weh, bentar. Lah, naiknya gimana? Bang. Masa manjat gue? Nggak bisa. Weh, ini gimana guys? Nah, gini dong. Balik dulu. Nah, gitu. Ya dulu guys, poin. Pangkong.
Watch out!
Biar.
Watch out!
Oke, aman. Lanjut latihan lagi. Gimana ini jalan belok? Ngereng ke atas. Ya, ya. Juaranya main Mario. Kan ya gini guys. Ya kasih. Astaga, apa lagi sobat?
Everybody stand back!
Adore my night.
Proper send-off! Coming at ya!
Ya, tuh senapet. Senapet lah. Tar. Ada posisi.
This one's got your name on it! Hey there!
Terus.
Watch out! Chat!
Boleh. Apa nih? Let's see. Ini di mana tuh guys? Oh, ini tempatnya. Nggak ada di map masalahnya mana? Kalau sektor bagus ini. Ada apa kan? Ya sudah. Oke, telat guys.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces.
The path sure had some twists
Sayangnya
and turns,
berulang, tapi
but
ternyata tempat
it
ini
turns
tidak
out that this place isn't actually that big.
Apaan tuh? Orang malam nggak?
Slates. It seems
Perhaps we should just leave them be.
there are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that shipped.
The surrounding walls also show.
There's something written below. What?
Yoi bang. Eman.
It's like someone left these slates and these.
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes.
Kelewat satu lumayan loh
Slate's
bang
contents
masalahnya.
correspond.
There's a person
And is that
Mana Furina?
in the third image?
and is that a
The fourth image.
The people will all be dissolved into the water.
Iya. Yes.
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it. Most likely.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Nervalette.
Paimon's getting the chills just looking at this. Says that it's the history.
Iya guys.
Really?
Still,
Ya kayak pengadilan ini vokal Arya.
That's right. If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the water surrounding
yeah.
Fontaine, come before?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing,
Egeria, then.
Ya.
I had never met her. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating up.
did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still wondering why the.
but who would have created?
It seems that any further clues will have to come.
In that case, there's no time.
Yeah, we better get somewhere
Guys,
safe for
guys.
now.
Nah, sip. Itu dia, Ces. Kan aku happy. Oke, lanjut kemana nih? Billing siap ini.
Let's split up here.
You still...
Just head.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work, traveler. I will go talk. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share.
Are you really gonna...
She has long been.
Alright, we'll be...
Apa?
I will be carefully.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you as... All right.
Selesai. Kamu bawa ke markas penadira Sula.
We're finally back!
Welcome back.
Yay! And there's good food
Yes.
too! Paimon's already starting to...
Oh, that voice.
Siapa yang
Is
mau
that
lah?
who I think it
Warna
is?
apa di sini?
Huh?
It's you two. What are you doing?
Mana ngapain, Mbak?
Mona?
Masa Pina tidak kasih tahu aku ketemu dari sini.
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got
Pacaran
time to just
doang.
see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here!
Well, I have some business to attend to here.
Why?
Why did you think? Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, there was nothing for it really. Nope.
Nope.
Although it is used.
Wow!
And I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if Astroman's.
Whoa, that's a lot.
My name means
The rice is great? That's so...
I know, right?
Talk about...
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it.
Nah, ini cocok nih.
Terrible! But anyway, you're not...
Well, I was born.
Oh, that's a good thing that...
Speaking of, there's something ominous about it.
Dan jadi air
The
nama
water,
tuh.
I mean. That was the main reason, yes. The
Walah.
invitation was sent quite...
What do you make?
What I can tell you, I'm afraid that... But on the flip side...
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and...
Of course. The old hag could do it. And I'd bet there are...
Thanks, Mona! You're amazing!
Oh, well...
Oke, makasih Mbak Mona.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Oh. Yes, we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business.
Siap.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicion. Right, but we were able to recruit...
Jangan.
Good morning. To be honest, I'm still...
Walah, nginep di Spina kok.
But it's time to get up, traveler.
Deh. Walah. Where. Pemburu ramai ya. Halo yang baru datang, makasih udah mampir ya. Lagi main Genshin guys. Conquest Fontaine. Ketika hydro berpair reaksi elemental vapor akan terwujud. aja guys. Kita berapa sekarang? 21, sip. Oke, lanjut.
You're here.
Is that
Monsieur Nurvelet and Lady Furina, they seem to have...
Bertengkar. Berantem ya suara.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
Yes.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for... It is not my intention to offend you, but please tell me where you stand. You are the high... Look at this. This is a list of the...
You mean... they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen. I will say this once more. You must... Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson.
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. But you found that...
That's correct, which is why I came to ask... The second of these slates...
I've never seen such...
I'll ask you again. Do you really have my deciphering of the slates in...
Ya kan, deh, bukan
gods
harapan
don't
lah.
have the same secret. I understand your concern.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Furina, but I have long
Penjelasan
known
mengenai
your
suatu
various
urusan.
secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications. This is not strange. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
Well, since you
Ketahuan,
know
guys.
about my secret
Ketawa orang gila.
investigations, then you shouldn't... There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Udix, but you're still my... Just trust in me. You're our That's all I have to say. We do not...
Nggak usah. Kita adili saja. Plus. Ayo, we. Nanti, we.
Did Furina not notice us standing by the door?
Kalau kalang
I
kabut.
assume you've been out.
Oh, you noticed.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Still, I do not understand. Dot.
Ya, nggak usah.
Everyone, and we may have to creep.
Oh?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when...
Furina...
We will need to consider this, if at all possible. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. But who will lend us their...
Mana? Kita adili, guys. Parah ya, Sa.
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of
Iya, tapi
hiding
nggak masuk.
here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster.
And here you are drinking tea like...
That's what family should do.
Biasa aja
It's
nih,
nice
guys.
to enjoy tea.
Trio anu.
Care for...
Lend me your ears,
yeah.
everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me?
Then, how about you, good sir?
Wis.
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber.
Well then, I guess we're lucky
Wah.
we've got a local like me to organize things.
That was a little long-winded.
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, as for what that is,
Ya,
well,
sebut saja kita akan
let's start by
lanjut.
saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to...
Oh? How?
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand. And used on the...
Huh?
Didn't you? Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good...
I see.
He is glad that you can see.
Yuk, kita akan jebak Arkon kita, guys.
Do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger.
I've also gone diving to catch some fish.
I'm afraid not.
Nggak
Though
saya
that was their
hampa.
name.
They did not hunt today. Fontaine's monster population. A trap comprises of the following components. Bait. So, if we were to build a trap,
For me, I would prefer something our line of work.
Oh iya, kita ada
use some of those
Genshin ya.
techniques while moving.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit.
Calm and steady.
Sikap ya.
Exactly the.
And I can be the with discretion. I remember that you liked the. I did. What about
Okay.
you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear.
That makes sense. But I do have one more. If we were to create.
Would like for it to be effective, but bring them.
If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes. Wait. Only a hunter who's a.
Huh. We have.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, and but we shall require much more courage.
Oh, so that's...
Oke, lanjut.
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well,
Makasih.
Frappin was now that Paimon thinks about it, but
Berarti lah.
it's hard to
Paimon.
say. After all, you're the most reliable person. Did you just pour? Then what's that? Paimon's never seen that.
Don't be frightened.
Who's?
What a straight, and yet even you feel confused. Precisely. Call me
Oh, penyerahan.
N, a mage who wanders the world. At least, that's the prophecy.
Ah,
Yes, what has been prophesied will be.
What?
People call such things fate, and it is written in the stars.
lagi takdir.
So you just as are the things that you shall.
What?
I believe that you understand, right? Ultimately.
This voice.
Nggak apa-apa.
What? All right, up. Hey, it's you who.
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively band.
Luna!
Fine, just not all Fontainian.
Did she have pink?
Why, yes, it was Charlotte.
Charlotte.
I'm in full support.
Mbak Charlotte nih.
Yes, about what we had discussed before. Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even.
The Hex and Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary. But I've never.
Whoa.
Their abilities alone.
Well, it's not like
Yes, she was quite cryptic. Perhaps it is some. Traveler.
Oh, we're.
I see. I guess you could consider me
Orang-orang
someone who has
sering
often. But even so, perhaps that's what N was trying to tell you. I did originally.
Huh. You do have a point.
There I goes. It was worth trying to. I suppose that might.
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona
Sedih
said.
juga.
Hey, traveler. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by.
the
Yeah,
fortress.
well, they-
Seriously? Well, fine.
Lost or dead. Namanya mana ini Pak?
We're here!
Mana nih? Apa nih bakatnya nggak?
Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake! It was so delicious the last time we tried it! One slice of cake, please. Someone showed up after all! Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems
Wait, did he really...
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love...
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Mas
Every
Jabari.
day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake and come.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place...
But why would it
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but... Maybe...
Oh, the prophecy. No, it's the...
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have these 2 slices are for you? Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're...
Oh, you know Seatrain?
I sure
Yeah.
do. She was born before me, and she sometimes... She said that I've got something else to do, so I'll...
And there she goes. Alright, let's dig in.
Ya maknyus.
It's more delicious. Nice, we could always eat delicious.
Kabar bablas ang ini.
Oh, we're near the Seabird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Mana panahnya? Wah, astagfirullah. Yang lagi kesesat. Sampai di tempat sini. Nah, Hida tuh teknologinya mantep, guys. Protokol masuk. Panjang amat abang kok. Ya kuas dulu guys, parah. Apa ini? Lah, nah itu tuh. 80 guys.
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty... Paimon's been thinking. If it wasn't fun... No, Paimon should ask...
Dia...
We've always been moving to the next destination. You mean... still traveling? Huh.
Ngapain lagi?
Feels like it'll grow more, but it's still better than the...
So the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais
Yes, I'm Isadora. Not at all. I'm well aware that, yes, inside the opera house.
A riot?
Well, that said, Lady Furina loudly accused, and before she could respond, others started to join. The crowd continued.
So people...
I agree.
So what happened after...
Seeing that the situation, the Marishose fan...
So...
That's right. That said, I don't think there's good.
Don't worry.
Is that...
Ya, beraksi.
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Port Sullivan. If we know... And as... When Nervalab... It would be hard for... Paimon thinks for... Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon... In that case...
Ya, guys. Mbak Fur ada desa saja Mbak Fur.
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Furina really be here?
Dari atas ya sebayangan ya.
That's Furina, right over there.
Should I just give up? What was meant to happen did happen after all. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Give up, Furina. There's no... I'm sorry. But what can I even do? Other than to repeat meaningless... Who's that?
Don't worry, Furina, it's just us. Furina, you were crying just now, weren't you?
What do you mean, tear stains? Who did that? They even dare. Oh, and I'm sure Nivelette and those people from the...
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Furina, those
Kabur lagi.
Quick, we have to.
Repotin bet asli.
This should be the place, right? Hey, Furina! There's a good hiding spot over here.
What?
Hurry, they're almost here.
Fine. I suppose haste is
Oke. Nggak ada jalan lagi ya.
No, I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed.
Yep, that's a good girl.
What's happening? The ground's shaking.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
It can't be. It's...
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Let's...
Yeah. But the people of Poisson, they've...
Ya ngobrol dong guys. Dihasut.
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information. I've tried all kinds of ways too to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from invading. But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. We cannot make an enemy of the divine, no matter what. Give up. I do love the sound of that phrase. Indeed, fate is really unreasonable, but just now, as long as the final moment hasn't come, don't worry. Well, that's enough for now. Don't take any...
Come on! Paimon could have sworn you were actually...
Ya ngobrol sendirian.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone. A witness.
Gak salah sih.
Yes, I've heard that you came to Tevat, and if Tevat is in its entirety a show on...
Walah.
Ladies and gentlemen, now, without further...
So, this is what it is. Do not forget, however, that
May I interpret these words as your refusal? In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your honor through a duel.
You withdraw your blade.
Wes ya. Ada setting guys.
I see. It seems like you have made up your...
Paimon can't believe it.
What the heck is going on?
Well, how utterly...
Lady Furina.
It would
seem that there has been.
Looking for excuse.
I raise my hands. I'm sorry. You are. But now, Furina, will use this trial to show the world. This time, I will applaud and mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of fun.
Oh, now we're. Why does it feel like Furina just took over the whole thing? Like, come on! Also, even though she's still acting super dramatic.
All right then.
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that
Ini panggungnya, weh.
also, please allow just how much.
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks assigned to this.
Navia, the prep.
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning were my subordinates. They changed into plain clothes and came to the opera house as regular audience members, waiting for the perfect opportunity to incite insurrection against you. The people's resentment, moreover, according so.
So, you mean...
And their goal was to force you to step into the giant magic box so you may
That's right.
As the super ultimate version, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson and was an archon. My thanks, Furina. Without your help, we couldn't... Of course, this performance was only made possible with Father's support. The House of the Hearth spent a massive amount of labor. We had to select a location.
So, in other words...
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Then, I can guess you gathered a crowd, prepared a stage, also that as soon as I appeared on the stage, the...
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Chlorand, As for you, you'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd arrived. Oh? It's fine. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience.
Oke, ayo.
Let's see this.
Sir Prosecutor, please allow me to pass. This is a document that...
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's here too. Oh, let Paimon see. Wait. We can refer to this anthology of evidence and quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
According to Monsieur Neuvillette, both the words of someone I nearly...
Buset, lengkap amat.
I didn't think this is the first time Monsieur Neuvillette of the two...
Yes, yuk.
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to your...
A member of the Seven and the even the... If you wished.
An argument with near impossible odds, huh? You have to...
Well, and if I...
Gimana teh?
That doesn't sound right. First of all, you make...
Who gave you that idea?
A curse. But in light of this flame...
Neuvillette sensed it too, huh?
Lady Furina. Well, it is true that...
Wah,
Well, don't stop. Besides, for centuries, one need only to turn their eyes toward...
aku nyentuh deh.
You tried to.
Didn't I make myself clear at the time?
Lady Furina, I will leave a reminder of while the court is in session. You will prove yourself. That was no trick of rhetoric, Lady.
So, you neither knew why Child was declared guilty,
So
nor did you, instead of having been created
The real Hydro Archon. It is true that I did not know why the oratories, but the oratories handed out that you can't.
She's still throwing out all kinds of excuses. Seems like she's
My power.
If that poses a
You don't need to.
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or
Indemnitium. Yes, it's all because of
Alah,
Indemnitium.
sungguh
All our
tiang doang
thus
bisa.
did I. Isn't that?
Yeah, no matter.
it seems like nobody's buying Furina's.
Hey, come now, everyone. I'm still this. Please.
If what the prosecutor said is true, she really has committed.
Did she deceive all? Enough. That's enough. Tell me then, if you have.
Wow, she came up with yet another argument.
Since you insist on claiming to negate all suspicions of you being the latter.
Navia, please apply to serve as a temporary attorney for...
Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. Now, I've brought some seawater from Poisson. So, if we are to believe
Airnya
if you don't
cantik.
dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the... Oh, and I do hope you'll act prudently. Navia from the...
If Lady Furina...
Lady Furina.
Well, of course you had to...
She just...
What's going on?
Due to the inherent...
What? Hey! I'm fine! Look at me! Will you believe...
Miss Siegewin, if you're...
Siegewin, don't be nervous. It'll just take a few...
Please announce the results of your evaluation.
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Marie, she was experiencing the adverse effects of exposure to primordial seawater.
Thank you, Miss Siegewin.
Waduh.
Lady Furina.
Oh, wait. What did she just say? Well, considering your
Yes.
tendency to run from your... However, after extensive discussion, we don't want anyone else to lose their life to the sea.
Yeah, so it's a great thing.
I can't believe... Listen to me, everyone. Please don't give me such cold and disdainful looks. What happened just now didn't prove a single thing. Think about it. Also, if I was really...
Yes, asik.
Please, everyone, anyone, just listen to me. I swear, I really am your Archon.
I don't think anything she says at this point.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think...
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
I don't think anything she says at this point.
Sabar, Mbak.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Furina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Furina is... guilty.
Bersalah. Asik nih.
We shall now turn to the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Atas. Oke, aman.
On the charges. According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale, Furina.
Well, what's wrong? What's the oratrice?
No, the oratrice also displayed.
Isn't that correct?
However, the exact wording of the verdict is thus: to be punished via...
That's actually one of the available sentences?
The one and only time the death sentence has been handed out at the court. And it's been...
Furina's been sentenced to...
This outcome is indeed quite strange. According to... Is this sentence...
Yeah! Even Vache wasn't sentenced to death by the...
Indeed. Not only is... But now, the orator...
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still going?
Fremine! You finally made it. I assume...
Any mission Father assigns to me.
Is that the first? Huh. So the knave privately arranged for Fremine to...
I looked everywhere and finally found it at the bottom of the sea. But has the trial already concluded?
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Femine. Please allow me to... Traveler, believe that you have already seen the other existing slates.
Huh? So what do you see? What is
Halo,
it?
Bang. Ini guys, lagi seru guys, ya guys.
I believe I've now made sense of the Hydro Archon's crime.
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Archon just... so when you say Hydro Archon...
In truth, everything that you've... However, I'm uncertain as to how much sense they currently make.
Okay, let's try to...
Apa nih ini?
The first stone slate, does that mean that the second stone slate... This must be the point. The third slate shows the high... Well, the fourth slate is the prop... We didn't believe that such a...
We know from... And this might be the reason that Fontainians can...
That doesn't sound quite... That doesn't...
Ini paling
That doesn't sound...
macam apa?
That doesn't sound...
Nah, furina.
Perhaps what is about... And the original sin cast out...
That doesn't sound... That doesn't sound... That doesn't sound...
Astaga.
It's not as simple. When Navia... The stone slates show the people gathered around the...
Oh. Ini.
That doesn't sound...
Apa deh?
The prophecy from the... If we hadn't...
They'll dissolve into the primordial sea, but won't cease to exist. Their essence... The Hydro Archon was sentenced to death in court, shocking everyone present. Navia fell into the water inside those ruins, and she nearly dissolved. She was surrounded... The eruption of the primordial sea at the fortress of Meripede was the stone slate's contents can all be verified by recent events. Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now. So that, but then it feels like...
Let's hear them.
Incredible.
All Fontainians were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon. The evidence for that can be found in how only Fontainians could dissolve in primordial... Oh, and according to Navia, when she was about to get dissolved, she...
Indeed.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the first slip. That could also explain why the oratories...
Hydro Archon's true sin?
Show the image of the...
Well, you were able to... Now that the slate collection is complete, I shall make another attempt to seawater into the ocean and all of her creations is the true third and fourth star. Yes, it refers...
I think I'm...
The thing...
Truth, the original sin...
Keluar dong guys pausnya. Lari guys, lari. Gas dulu.
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the opera house? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it is chosen. That whale does not belong to Tevat. It is a monster. It has been greedily consuming, and once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontainians out of Oceanids.
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontaine. Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided...
We just barely made...
That is correct. From the way he looked, he must have been fighting...
That battle maniac. Anyway, no...
It is too late. It had already absorbed too much, even if the entirety of Tevat would...
That's... We've already done... We've come so...
Indeed. That's not how a grand perform...
I'll fight it to the end.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. Just as prophecies are usually only the future, as seen ultimately.
Oh, ikut saja dan mainkan peran.
What's happening with the arteries?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Furina!
No, I still need answers.
Tes. Oke, aman guys. Oke, saya cukup lah, cukup. Selama ini kau hebat, hanya saja terdengar. Aduh, color.
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too...
You are not Furina.
The sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous.
Why did you
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heaven.
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when she knew full well that the prophecy would surely end as one of the seven. She also knew full well that, one defies the heavenly... So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible... I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by... I had to outwit the heavenly principles. Allow the I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume... Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose...
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Echiria's...
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Furina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess. But in my eyes, Furina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive that... Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra... In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Furina to be an act under the curse I placed on her. So long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But instead, she was forced to take the stake. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called...
But Furina is only human. Even though she has had a long life, I cannot...
It has indeed. And it's been 500 years. And all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely,
Jalanin di bus.
Oh? Who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, I understand. All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Just be off with you. Do not distract me from my performance. Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor, the eye... Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it. Watch out!
One with nature.
Hey, what gives? still watching me, you know. Guards! Wait, where are the guards? Guards! Coming at ya! Hiya! Attack!
Aduh. Udah. Jadi furina guys.
Furina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not afraid.
Wait a moment. You're mirror me? How?
Mirror you, huh? You know what?
Mirror me.
The prophecy. Have you heard of it?
What prophecy? Wait. I know. The people will all be dissolved.
Oh.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember.
Yeah.
But doesn't that...
Oh, don't worry. I will tell you how to...
As for the suffering, well, but if the prophecy will come if there were scales.
You truly are the perfect... I suppose this would also... Don't worry. It's
Play as.
That's right. If you can... But don't worry. Being a human yourself, remember, your true child...
So, how...
To accomplish this mission, but I promise you...
A trial, huh?
Chapter 2. Pidato pengangkatan furina.
The Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession. But what should I say to most... Ladies, I'm sure you've all heard about how... In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god. But it will be my... As the god Fosalor, the god of justice. Once again, thank you all for... This... I thought I might stammer, but thankfully, I was able to convey my thoughts just fine.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more...
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison.
Wait, what's going on? Why is everyone suspecting me of being a... Right. Mirror Me said that I just need to play the role of a calm-down furina. I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come onto the stage and claim ownership of this Well, it seems you may consider my previous act a door gift of sorts. Now then, let it...
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before. Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best follow this My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, we have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. The scales of may law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. There is no trouble so long as I...
Furina apa tadi guys? Joget kan? Masa joget guys?
Lady Furina, here are today's case reports as well as...
Besides,
if I may be...
a magnificent dramatic...
That's true, I fear I lack the ability to grasp...
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now.
Lady Furina, I don't know.
No need. All right.
Yes, dude. You're such a gem.
Lady Furina, you're the latest...
I see. It's as I thought then. All manner of signs.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute...
Really?
I'm afraid that the...
Is that so? Well, no wonder. The day is finally over, but it's good to see that everything's getting on track. There are no long... Maybe this is fine. I just need to keep going. All right, Furina.
Lady Furina, here are the new trial...
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already.
Lady Furina.
Indeed, my dear.
Lady Furina, we're detecting significant...
Understood. Keep monitoring. I don't think I let anything slip today. I feel utterly exhausted.
Astaga, berapa degan ini? Degan.
Lady Furina, it's like a dream being able to. I've heard that the first. But surely, what is it? Are you crying?
Really now? This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god whose dominion is the waters, can I?
No wonder. No wonder. A manifestation of your power, then.
So interminable. Hundreds of years must have passed like I never imagined. Have I reached my limit? I want to tell someone, anyone, about this. But I've conducted so many investigations across the center. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act.
Furina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone. Your people...
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, just share it with me.
A witness. And if Tevat is in its entirety, he's right. I could confide in him, couldn't I? But if things don't play out as expected, no, Furina, you shouldn't. But what if it's really all right? Furina, you've worked so hard for so... Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone, if you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never think about it. Long and hard. No, I haven't. All you need to do, dear spectator, is...
Fine.
So even Furina doesn't know the truth.
You've never... Yes, she did very well. If she had let her... It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works. But that is only how would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine? That is the most important.
Good. Of course, the Udex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the... I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine.
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along.
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still... In truth, it is no enactor of justice. It is, in fact, a... Oh, you haven't. My work over these... But really, the vast majority has been, had to be...
It was all a part...
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians, but only power.
So the Oratrice's call for death was for neither Furina nor Focalor, but for the Hydro Archon. The destruction of the Divine Throne.
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro.
Story-nya menyedihkan.
Sekarang apa?
Ngelive.
Urup rasanya nih, bisa nih mesin cuci.
No, what? Getting sad again, are we?
Yo kuwi to. Dicolok nih. Tane durup nih, jero matikan.
The authority of the ancient dragons shall
soon be yours once more.
All you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even now, I'm quite pleased at how well my deception worked. Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea, and the heavenly principles stole the power you ain't. I, for my part, am the god of justice. Always believed. So, if the theft of the primordial sea's might was defying the prophecy at this point, we Udex Nervilette, the highest.
So when I was invited, at last. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between. You are a devious one, things being as they are. Surely you know that I could never declare them to.
My execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervilette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Codex Nouvellette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What just happened? Was that bright light some sort of mystery? But since
It's time to end this. We must. I have gained the strengths of. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, the root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast that enacts the prophecy. Its name is the all-devouring narwhal. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come.
Sana sih SBS kan.
I've already done my best to separate the power of the Guardians. The power source. Unless find a way to attack it from within. Share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. Feel its sorrow turn into hostility. The all-devouring power cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility, and the chance will present itself. I have granted you my protection. Seize the moment. Use my power to suppress the truth from within.
Silakan, Pak.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. Should have been my job. It was just supposed to be a short private training. Oh, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some...
That power.
Hyman has an idea. From what it's just that he gave us the impression that
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak, so you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. That kind of all in all, if
miss
the point.
well, being that this pet almost just so what sort of person is your master? Well, child.
Right. So you don't. His name is Sir Delogi.
I am unfamiliar.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous.
Foul.
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary?
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhine-Doctor's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Know that name? To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either, but I suppose you understand.
Wait! Didn't you also mention...
Actually, never mind that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove as such. In other words, the...
What?
Not to worry. Focalord has
will be dissolved into the waters, and only Furina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Kalau banjir gini, telanya gimana? Oh, lagi gitu.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
Oh, kasihan ya.
The water's receding! It's a miracle!
Water's receding. We're to dissolve.
The prophecy was wrong! The prophecy was wrong!
Yes. Dapur. Usahamu nggak sia-sia Mbak Pur, tenang Mbak.
The prophecy was wrong.
Lempet-lempet bosku. Yes.
The soul renewed. A spirit rooted in old soil can still give birth to new bloom as skyship winglet, lunar break, the various disputes that have
Mom.
always call the first Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the...
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big scoop. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true
Paimon's curious too!
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come.
Are you sure? Hasn't he turned you down?
Oh, this time will be different.
Oke, apa guys, kan
Navia! Oh, it's you.
Hey, what is this?
I'm here to update myself on how things are going. Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garun Snežević. He represents... Our residents are hard at work.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share...
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible.
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the work...
Huh?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Furina.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Wait, just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions?
Forget it.
I see you're... Well, if we're talking about doing things for mice, of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo...
yes, subscribe.
How did it go? Was it a good...
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots.
Menjepret banyak foto.
All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the... Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building... Wow, you really do.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of...
Whoa!
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, I told him that it was...
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. Stay safe now. And tell me if...
Udah mulai nih di bawah masmu.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic...
Looks like you've been missing us.
Wes, tangan dia.
Did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and...
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke. Thank you for consenting to my visit to the fortress, sir.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview.
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey, no need to be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos. Miss Charlotte.
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside...
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Like this interview...
No, I just...
Now, I might not look it. I did meet Mr. Edward once. The boat they brought about. Still, if I might have...
I have to... Ship is presently in the bowel.
Really?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or...
Did you really have to use the... Well then, 2 solo...
Is my hair messed up?
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try?
Ah, Sigewin.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't... sure. Come on.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been?
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, I got a tad too much.
That's why I decided to...
You're too kind, sir.
I see. Lots of...
You sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news.
Oh.
What change can there be? As to what Miss Furina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll...
Hey, everyone. Photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it...
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
Oke guys, sekian dulu live hari ini ya. Terima kasih sudah menonton. Terus apa ini? Ini udah banyak banget ya. Bagian loh, nggak ada silo kan? Nggak dipasang tuh. Hadiah harian apa? Primo, ayo. Oke, si penipu. Oke, sip.
My time with the Furina has taught me that
Ah,
carrying an
nyantai tuh.
unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at
Kita
all.
ada mana guys? Oke guys. Nanti kita bakal ya ini guys. Sini jangan buka. Kita aja guys. Yang udah pernah kesana tuh apa aja? Seret. Nah ini guys. Penyamaran sang pendosa, adegan terakhir. Oke guys, terima kasih menonton ya. Sampai jumpa di live berikutnya. Bye bye. Oke guys, makasih ke Bang Gabi udah mampir ya. Nah ini kan enak. Nah